Have you ever caught yourself daydreaming about the upcoming year, wondering if there's a way to fill it with more depth, more connection, and more excitement than the one before? Every year, we're bombarded with advice about setting new goals, writing resolution lists, and making promises to ourselves, some of which we keep and others we forget by February. But there's another way to cultivate a fulfilling life, focusing on the experiences we choose to have. When we consciously shape the experiences we seek out, we begin to influence our emotional well-being, our personal growth, and our overall sense of purpose. Picture your life as a story. Every day is a blank page, ready to be filled with the moments that might one day define you. Some will be small and ordinary, while others might be life-changing. The trick is to recognize that you can decide what kinds of experiences to prioritize, so that your story feels rich and meaningful. In this video, we'll explore 4 categories that can help you identify and create the kind of year you'll remember long after it's passed. Memorable, transformative, exceptional, and impactful experiences. Let's start with memorable experiences. Think about the last time you felt joy that took you by surprise, or wonder that caused you to pause and marvel at the moment. Those experiences stick with you, whether it's dancing in the rain at a music festival, sharing a heartfelt conversation with a friend under the stars, or finally working up the courage to try that new adventure sport. Memorable experiences are defined by strong emotional engagement, novelty, social connection, and often what psychologists call the peak end rule, which reminds us that we tend to remember the most intense portion of an event and its conclusion. If you can plan experiences that deliver memorable highs, like a breathtaking sunrise hike, and ensure they end on a high note, your mind is likely to cherish them. So for 2025, you might schedule something new each quarter, like traveling somewhere you've never been before, or simply inviting your closest friends for a small but meaningful celebration after accomplishing a goal. Now moving to transformative experiences, these go beyond the thrill of a fun memory. They have the power to fundamentally change you, altering how you see the world and yourself. For instance, maybe you take on a volunteer opportunity in a foreign country where you're confronted with ways of life that make you rethink your own privileges or priorities. Such experiences often begin with what some experts call disorienting dilemmas. Those moments that throw you out of your comfort zone so thoroughly that you have no choice but to reevaluate your usual beliefs and habits. These dilemmas, while uncomfortable, are catalysts for growth. They shake up your old assumptions so that new perspectives can take hold. Engaging in mindfulness retreats can also facilitate transformation by encouraging deep self-reflection. The key is to allow yourself the time and mental space to digest these shifts. Journaling, meditating, or having long conversations with a trusted confidant can help you integrate new insights into lasting change. Sometimes, transformation comes when you do something that truly scares you, a deliberate challenge that tests your endurance, patience, or courage. Maybe you've always wanted to start your own business, but fear failure. Or perhaps you've been avoiding a leadership role at work because you're uncomfortable with the spotlight. Deciding to face this fear head-on in 2025 could open doors you never even imagined. Growth doesn't happen in the realm of the easy and familiar. It happens when you stretch yourself beyond what you thought possible, confronting mental barriers and discovering a new sense of capability. Remember, it's often in those shaky, uncertain moments that true transformation takes hold. Let's talk next about exceptional experiences, those once-in-a-lifetime moments that feel larger than life. Unlike everyday experiences, these are the shining milestones on your timeline. Perhaps running your first marathon, climbing a mountain, completing a creative project that takes months of diligent effort, or maybe attending a spiritual gathering in a remote location. These experiences often involve an element of surprise or achievement that pushes you beyond your normal limits. Research on flow states suggests that when you're completely immersed in an activity that challenges your skills, you experience a level of focus and fulfillment that feels almost transcendent. In these moments, time may seem to slow down or speed up, and you're not thinking about what happened yesterday or what will happen tomorrow. You're simply in it. What makes exceptional experiences so gratifying is partly their rarity. They stand out because they are intense and require something extraordinary from you: energy, commitment, or bravery. and because they often end up defining a chapter of your life. If you're looking to create one such experience in 2025, start by asking yourself, what's the boldest dream you've been putting off? The achievement that's always felt out of reach? And then plan small, concrete steps to get there. If it's running a marathon, commit to a beginner's training program. If it's starting a YouTube channel, write out your first few topics and schedule your filming sessions. You'll find that pursuing these big, out-of-the-ordinary experiences can fill you with a sense of vitality and purpose that ordinary routines often lack. Finally, we arrive at impactful experiences. These are the moments that shift not just your perspective, but also how you act in the world, inspiring you to make a tangible difference in the lives of others. Maybe you decide to mentor a young colleague, volunteer at a local animal shelter, or spearhead a community project. Such experiences resonate deeply because they align with our core values, like kindness, empathy, or social responsibility. They remind us that we aren't isolated individuals. We are interconnected beings with a shared stake in this world. By taking part in an initiative that reflects your values, you create ripples of positivity that spread far beyond yourself. Impactful experiences go hand in hand with a sense of meaning. When you engage in activities that serve something greater, be it the environment, social justice, or simply spreading joy, you tap into a primal sense of purpose. Studies in the field of positive psychology suggest that people who regularly seek out opportunities to help others report higher levels of overall well-being. Even small acts, such as helping a neighbor fix something or baking cookies for a local fundraiser, can accumulate into a powerful sense of making a difference. But beyond statistical benefits, it just feels good to know that your actions matter, that you've improved someone else's day or contributed to a healthier community. To weave these 4 types of experiences, memorable, transformative, exceptional, and impactful, into your upcoming year, you'll want to practice intentional planning. This isn't about turning your life into a rigid checklist. Rather, it's a gentle framework to help you gravitate towards the experiences that can truly enrich you. Maybe you map out 1 or 2 of each type over the course of the year, leaving plenty of room for spontaneity. Remember, the point is not to add more pressure or more to-do lists, but to awaken a sense of mindful curiosity about how you spend your time. Let's consider an example. Suppose your primary intention is personal growth. You might plan one memorable experience each month, like a short trip or a workshop that piques your interest. Then you might aim for one transformative experience this year, something that challenges your long-held assumptions, like a silent meditation retreat or an intensive leadership program. For an exceptional experience, pick something big and bold, training for a triathlon, writing a book, or hiking a difficult trail that's always intrigued you. Finally, select a cause or community project for your impactful experience, something that resonates with your heart, like tutoring a local youth group or organizing a charity event.